Alright, hello. This is Johnny on 52 here again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the different rig setups that I have in my fleet of tender engines to some tank engines. Well, mostly tender engines and tank engines, but basically of the different rig setups that they have. So I think I will go to easy to medium to hard. So get ready. I think I'll start off with Emily. Now this is my Emery rig that I have. I'll show you how I connected the piston. So basically how I did this is that I was in a pickle. I think I was doing Edwards rig, but it was something else. But you may notice that I'm using the same design system here, where I have the lattice over here with the pistons, and it helps makes the wheels move around. But you're probably wondering, how did I make the tender get connected or the others? So I'll just go into edit mode real quick. Go into the front view. Now you could see that I have almost the same setup, but there's some new bones in the mix. But I think I will show you some of the bones that I have for right now. I'll get to this later. So first is the back tender, which I basically put it so it will be straight up, like even in the middle. Then I renamed it to GT, which is for just tender, ground tender for the ground, the wheel, and the tender bone with also the tender. And I put in some of the same things like the viewport of how I did the ground bone in the other tutorial. Now, you're probably thinking, how in the world did you connect it to the thing? Because in pose mode, it's actually connected. So I'll show you. Now, in pose mode, under this one, is the child of restraint. I just put it to the armature of your character that has a tender that your major front, and put it to the ground bone. It's connected to the ground bone like this. So it could be stick together. Now you're probably wondering, okay, what about the little details like this one? Well, I have like a normal bone right, small little bone right here that is just named TC, I think, or something else, and it's all connected to the main armature, but I don't use it because it's just a stand-in bone. Then right here in this bone on the, where is it? Oh, what the? Oh, relations. Okay. So basically what this bone is connected. Oh, wait, no. I forgot. Okay, so this bone is not connected to anything. Meanwhile, this bone is connected to the T-bone, which is over here. And then this bone right here is connected by this type of setup. An IK constraint to the T-psi PC bone and a copper location to a lattice. Now, I think if it was this one and then this, I think if I just move the engine, wrong one. If I just now move the engine forward, it should disconnect like so. And if I yeah, you kind of see I'm still in a bit of a phase, but I think if I remember correctly, oh, I probably have it backwards. Whoops. So if I do this, move it forward, it's supposed to connect. Then if I just move this left, right, back and forth, it doesn't fall. It's so I kind of messed up there in this rig. So I probably need to go back and fix that. But basically, if you want to like have your tenders mixed up while in pose mode, this is the way to do it. But yeah, just the copy location. I think I have to like make a flip or do like the lattice being here and it's connected to something and basically to this bone it's connected to this part. Yeah, to this bone. Now you're probably wondering, what is this bone right here? Well, I discovered it very late into the game when I was trying to do it, but I found a way to get so that it could be automated. Like left to right, up and down. Like for that bone right there, I think you could see it. It's like right there. Like that. So yeah, but this is for like tender edges that have other. This is the pilot wheel. This is oh. No, I don't know why I mixed it and match others, but yeah, I put the bone sideways so it could have a little bit more diff. Now you'll probably be wondering on one thing is, so what else is different about this Emily rig? Well, when I move the body, you can see that the piston bone is moving with the body. Now, because of how Emily is structured, I have no idea. Well, because it's a Sterling design, I don't know if the pistons are connected to the chassis or to the boiler or to something else. So, if you want, if you have like engines and you don't want their piston or their side rods to be like in a still position and your engine is just moving, just connect parent your piston armature to the rig or to the bone like this. Hold on. Click on your armature while holding shift. Click on the other armature, which is your main pose mode. Go into your main bone, which is the body bone, I guess, and Control P bone, and that's what you want to do. So that if you're making it rocky and rolly, this bone will keep it steady. Okay, so now you've seen that. Now, so okay, so after you've seen that, I guess we'll do Percy for right now. So Percy is sort of like the same thing in the Lady's Brig. He has the same system of the IK copy location, the copy location, and the stretch to and limit rotation with local space enabled. I was gonna make so the pistons could move, but then I remembered either in, I think it was King of the Railway, I think, that his body moves but his pistons kept steady. So yeah. Actually, we'll leave this. Let's go to James. Now, James is a way different story because it's like the Thomas model. Now, if you're doing like a Donald Douglas and only wants to control the wheels and wonder how in the world do I make the undercarriage do this? Well, it's sort of the same simple of Thomas brick, but you have to be very, very short on this, and I do mean it. Now, I think it's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, you have to put the lattices like this so that, or put the lattices where you put your piston bones, or no, where you put your pistons at, so that it can, so that it, so that when you start, let me say that, when you finish your pistons and you're wondering, okay, how do I make a move? You just put them near at the end point, which is having, or have a little like this little piece, and put it at your end point, and put your lattice right on top of it, and then do the same thing as you've seen in the first tutorial of how to make the rig, how to make this piston setup, just in a lot tighter and smart case. You will kind of get it wrong a couple times because my attempts, if I can remember that I tried, they did not go so well because either the piston was either one of, I think it was this one, it was bouncing like in a weird way, or didn't had it in the right direction. I kind of forgot. It's been a while. But the lattices that you have to connect it to is connected to the lattice on the main wheel, like this one. So you connect it, you just do the same thing as I showed you with the lattice during the fix up, or the prep up for the wheels in that lady model. Now you're wondering how in the world does the other things move? Well, well, for starters, I think it's here somewhere. Here it is. Here's the first lattice that you need. Now it'll be connected by the two crank pins, I think they're called, maybe. I'm just going to call them crank pins. Like one here and one there, so that it could be both at the same time. I think there's like oh yeah, I found it. And then the other one is like one here, one there. So that'll be it. And once it starts moving, it'll go in the direction. Oh, and you need the copy rotation on the cube so it could stay together, because if you do not have the copy rotation, it'll be like this, and you don't want that. You have to have it on with the do not disturb cube, and it will be spinning like this. So, yep. Anyway, let's go to Edward. Oh boy, what the heck is this? Oh, never mind. Anyway, now Edward is kind of the same story, where you have the coupling rods, but basically I have them in two, I think, if I can remember. There's one. That's connected to this. And the other one is connected to this. You need to keep them connected to this lattice, which I think if I know, which I'll show you a little tutorial of how I did that. It's by, where is it? Oh, there it is. You click the first lattice, and click the second lattice while holding Shift, Control P object, and then you'll be done. And you'll get this type of setup. It's a little rough, but I think it'll deal with it. And I could remember being so happy when I first discovered this. Oh, and please make sure that all your piston, that your armature for the pistons or side rods, if you have any engines like that, please put them at 0, so it wouldn't get more confusing along the way. Now for the big one, Henry. Now, for Henry, if you go back to the first showcase video, or animation 10, you'll see that when I show you behind the scenes of how in the world Henry's rig moves, you'll see a lot of different changes. Like, I think there was some bones here, some more bones here, or it was completely backwards for some reason. But I found a newer way for the bones to be like this, so it could work together. And it's all under one full rig setup. You know, the main rig is connected by it too. So, so basically what you need is the default one that's basically these rigs have a lot of the default ones that I use of the main lattice. Now for this one, it will be you could use lattices to like get them. You have to like move them a certain type of way, so that, because when I found out that the pistons are not actually equal, they're like separated just a slight, it could get awkward quickly. So what you want to do is do the same thing as I told you about the other video. Move them just a bit ahead so that nothing could go wrong. Then put your first bone here, and give it a damp track with Y, I think. Then you put another bone at any type of point here, point it 90 degrees, or have a lattice that is right here, and this lattice is actually connected to one of Henry's parts, this thing, which is the way to move the wheel of the piston for back and forth. I also tried to do a setup right here where I have it like this, stretch to this, which is connected to a lattice that is right here. And I think this is connected to the bone, and this is connected to that little bone right there. Now this one, I put it at, I had some difficulties, but I managed to do it. Put a lattice there, lattice there, get the bone, put it sideways, then connect another bone, and put a lattice right here, which you can see right there, which is this one's connected to by copy IK, which is this bone right here, and a copy location to this bone right there. I mean, to the lattice. Now, this little lattice right here, if I could click it. Yeah, right there. Now, this lattice does not have the copy location like the other lattice, which is... Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I made two of them. That's right. So I made a main one and the other one that is a little farther. So I just made a main one and then scooted a little bit, well, copy and scooted a bit further that way. Now this lattice does not have a copy rotation to the do not disturb cube, because this lattice actually spins in a way. You can see it spinning and the whole bone is sticking together. And if I hide it, see how each bones work. That setup definitely took me a head full of spins, tries, trial and error, and to get it just right. And I gotta say, when I finally did it, it was so perfect. I did not change a thing. So yeah, I did it to both sides so that it would be good. It will be the same. So yeah, that's how I did the rigs for Henry, Edward, James, Percy, I think I already showed, and Emily. So yeah, this is how all the rigs I did. So yeah, this is how all the rigs I did. I put them together and made sure that everything sticks together. Now, the only thing I do recommend is that, I think if I can remember, oh yeah, the fall path. That will coming later, but I'm still trying to figure out some stuff with it. So probably stay tuned. But anyway, I'll probably in the next tutorial I'll show you how I do the lamps. Show you how I did the lamps. Maybe smoke simulation, but you probably need a better PC for it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody. Oh my god, I just forgot to tell you guys something. So basically, if you've seen the other tutorial of how to like make the main side rod move, well, for this one, it's just a simple one. It's just connecting the lattice, the lattice to the middle wheel, and then connecting it like this. Boom, boom, while holding shift, and then click the lattice, Control P object. And it'll be like this. It's very useful if you want to make like engines. Oh, and here's the cube, the copy rotation as well. So just a whoopsie on my part, so that if anybody is making like a Donald Douglas model or any type of model with just 3 wheels, yeah, this is how to get the coupling rods connected. So now I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.